in the back scene. Okay. 'Cause I know a lot of people want to hear from you. They want to talk to you. Hey man, first of all, it's awesome to have you here today, but it was so freaking great to spend time with you in Miami, a couple months ago.
That was awesome. That's the first time we've met personally. I've been a fan and a follower for a long time, so it was awesome to like meet you and see you in your environment on stage. Like it was insanely cool. So I appreciate you having me out there.
Well, thank you. And man, you were such a great addition to the 10X Growth Con. I mean, you added that piece, between me, I'm 59 years old. How old are you?
37.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have access. You just grew up at a different time than I did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm learning so much from you, Russell, about how to market, how to promote, and even how to sell. Like, we had 24 speakers at the 10X Growth Con. If you weren't there, if you're just joining on Facebook, buddy, when you were doing your pitch, I was writing down step by step. Like, and I consider myself like one of the smartest people on selling on the planet. But dude, the way your steps, your process is so freaking brilliant.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping today that you're going to be able to tell me more. You're going to be able to lay that out for me in the new book.
Yeah, I would love to. In fact, I don't know if you even know this yet. So in the book, I actually go slide by slide by slide through my presentation. So it's like the entire structure of what I did is in the book, which is kind of cool. So yes. And the funnest thing, my favorite thing about speaking with your audience is like everyone there is like loves sales. And so sometimes I speak and people don't appreciate the selling part of it. And your people were just like so cool because all of them were like, that was the coolest sales pitch ever. It was fun to be in like a group of my people. I felt like it was really cool.
And I love the way you ask for permission, right? You ask my audience for permission. Hey, can I show you my pitch? Can I actually pitch you my product? And they're like, yeah, please do.
Yeah.
but like learning that one piece from you in your presentation, watching you live on a stage and learning that one piece, literally I wrote in my book, I have it right here. This is my 10X journal. I'll keep it with me. And the thing I wrote down is like that one thing, asking for permission, is one of those secrets, man. It's one of those things that just, it was a little bit below my awareness and I wasn't using it. And when you said it, I'm like, this could be worth $4 or $5 million to me.
Yeah. No,
so tell me about the new book, man, as we have people coming in.
Yeah. And real quick on that, like most people get scared when they transition from like content to selling. And that like for me is like the easiest transition point. So, all right. So the new book, I'm so excited. This is like, been and you've written a lot. I mean, you're an amazing writer. Like, how hard it is to write books. For me, like this is my second book, and it was like pulling teeth. It took me almost 2 years to write, and but it's all about that. Like, how do us as people, because like we all have products and services we're selling, right? But like, how do we position it in a way, position ourselves in a way where like people are going to buy? And I don't think it's hard typically to sell somebody something once. Like most of us can do that, but the whole premise of this book, Expert Secrets, is like how to build a mass movement of people who will pay you for your advice. I want people who come into my world and then they buy again and again and again and again. And you don't do that by just having the best sales technique. It's by building a mass movement, building a culture of people who respect you, who love you, who are like waiting for your next thing. And so that's what this whole book kind of goes deep into, is that process of how you do that, how you position yourself. And then like half of the book is me walking through like how we craft our presentation to sell any product or any service in the world. And it's so much fun.
Yeah. And Russell, look, I mean, the value that you add people, first of all, the guts that you have to be advertising every day on Facebook and the other platforms, it takes guts. I mean, people tell me, man, it takes money to make money. I'm like, no, it takes guts and it takes commitment. Mm-hmm. So the fact that Russell, you put your money, you put your face on stuff, like you're out there, you take the time to write a book like this. People don't understand the time, the money, the resources, the commitment. Why, when you title a book, and I know like you're a real deal dude. So when you say Expert Secrets, I don't think that that's just come on lines. I know there's some guys out there that just use titles, but how do I go from amateur to expert on the internet where there's so much distance sometimes between me and a buyer?
Yeah, it's that's a great question. It's when I was writing the book, I was like studying a lot of things. Like I was trying to figure out like how do people create mass movements, right? And I was studying everything from like the super negative side of this whole conversation, like think about like Hitler and the Nazi Party, and then like the super positive, like Christ and Christianity, then like all the stuff in between where you've got, Steve Jobs with Apple and Tesla with Elon Musk, and then watching you, Grant, watching me, like, how do we all do these things? I started looking like the patterns, and there's similar patterns in every single one of these movements that are happening. And in fact, the first 3 chapters in the book are about that. Like, there's 3 things that every mass movement has. And as soon as I became aware of it, then it was like, now that I know what these things are, like I can I don't know if manipulate is the right word, but I can affect those things. And so I was doing this research about 2 years ago at the time we launched our software company. And when I was launching, I'm like, honestly, what we sell is a software product. Like, it's not that sexy, but I was like, if I can create a movement behind it where it's not just me selling something, but there's something bigger than that where it inspires people, like what would be different? And kind of with that idea and with this framework of the expert secrets, we went out and we launched a software company with this as like this concept, like everything we taught in this book, like using this to launch it. And we grew, and right now, I believe we are the fastest growing non-VC backed software company in the world. And it's because of like this concept, like positioning, posturing, how do you actually sell things like that? And so this book is kind of cool because it walks you through it. Here's the 3 things every mass movement has. But let me show you inside of when we launched our company, here's the 12 things we did to make this happen. And then this piece of it, here's the next things, and go piece by piece by piece. And so you can see, you hear the concept, then you can also look at it and be like, man, I can replicate that in my company. Like one good example from the book, every mass movement, I'll show you this right here. And those who read my books, I doodle everything out. I'm a doodler. So right here, this is like every mass movement has these 3 things. There's a charismatic leader, there's a future-based cause, and then there's a new opportunity. And like just one example is like the future-based cause. Like you hear that, and you're like, well, how does that actually work? And I look at inside of our company, we created this thing called the 2 Comma Club, where anyone who has a sales funnel that makes at least $1 million, we give them this huge award, this big old gold record, like this big with big 2 commas in it, and it's like this huge thing. And so we at our last event, we gave away, I think, 89 of these 2 Comma Club awards to people. And what happened is like our movement all saw that, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I want that. I want to be able to have that award. I want to be on stage next time. And what's cool is it's created this huge culture where like all these people now are all moving towards this goal collectively together inside of our company, inside of our products, and it's inspiring them to buy more and to do more. And it's just one little piece that we kind of break down inside the book. So
dude, I want the award. I need to get my own album. So look, man, because when I watch you, man, it's so simple what you do. Like when I look at you, I see a guy that's willing to be self-deprecating. And I think you talk about the attractive character.
Yeah.
Is the self-deprecation like, cause you'll be like, yeah, I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I wasn't the best student. Like you do that. Like, I don't know if that's true about you or if that's just a come on thing or it makes people comfortable. Is that important to do? Because I see how I completely miss that in my marketing, you know? No, I do, dude. So like when I watch you, man, I learn so much, like even in this interview.
Well, it's because, so the whole section about attractive character, and it's funny, I actually learned that concept from a dude who is a pickup artist. And he told me, he's like, yeah, and he trains other men how to get girls. And he's like, look, if you want to get a woman to come to you, what you have to do is position yourself as an attractive character. And like, he said the same thing's true in business. Like, people aren't going to come give you money if they don't like you. Like, how do you connect with those people? And so there's a big thing, like understanding that. And then like, okay, I'm an architect, what my character is. And sometimes like my character is more like the reluctant hero, like kind of making fun of myself. Yours is different. Nothing wrong between the two, but having a character that's out there that people bond with is the key, right? And so it's like, this is me, this is Russell, and this is who I am, but I'm sharing things that people will connect with because, again, I don't want to just make one sale. I want to get somebody in, and I want them to buy from me over and over and over again. And they're going to do that not based on like the product I sell. They're going to do it based on the relationship with me. And that's what I found over the last 10 years of doing this is like, that's the key. So if I understand that they're buying the relationship and they're going to keep buying because of the relationship, I've got to connect with people at a different level that I can't really do if I'm just like selling the product and burning and churning and moving through people.
Yeah. So, and man, how important, Russell, and I really, really appreciate it. I know people are going to have a lot of questions on Facebook today. So if you have a question, post in comments. I'll try to serve it up to Russell. How important is it to have a product line so that you can actually saturate your following with product?
Yeah.
Keep delivering something else to them.
Yeah, it's important. In fact, it's so cool. So in the book, I talk about like the third thing every mass movement has is what I call a new opportunity. And what I found is like A lot of people will try to sell what we call them inside our company improvement offers, where I'm trying to help you make you better or smarter, or like we're helping people improve. And the problem with selling improvement is that people, first off, most people are not ambitious, right? Like we all have desires, but we're not ambitious. And so only like 1 or 2% of the world have ambitions. And so if you're selling like improvement, like only 1 or 2% of people are going to buy your thing. So it's really hard.
That's the problem with my products.
Yeah, it's all ambition. And so what we structure, we call it a new opportunity. So how do you create a new vehicle, new opportunity for people to buy that's not going to, if it's structured, and we go through deep in the book, like how to do it, be structured different, it's a new opportunity, then they're going to step into that. And so typically what happens is the very first product I sell someone is what I call an opportunity switch. So we all know that our customers, they want something, right? They're going for this end result over here. And right now they're in some vehicle to get that. So if I'm in weight loss, like I'm in a vehicle, let's say I'm in the Atkins diet, I'm trying to get that result and I'm not happy. If I come and I tell them like, hey, I'm going to give you the Atkins diet's good, I'm going to make this a little bit better. You're like, Atkins diet sucks, it's not working for me. So I have to come and say, look, that vehicle you're in, the Atkins diet sucks. Let me give you a new opportunity. Here's a new vehicle to get you that end result. And I give them that new vehicle and they're like, oh, this is awesome. So for me, the very first offer I sell someone is what I call an opportunity switch. I'm switching you from the current thing you're doing to try to get that result to this new thing. And after I've switched them out to that new thing, then everything else I sell is what I call an opportunity stack. So now that you are in my world, and like for me, it's funnels, right? So now that I've convinced you that funnels are the greatest thing in the world, now my product line are what we call opportunity stacks. So it's not shifting, it's not moving them, it's not switching them to a new thing over and over and over again. It's saying, look, you agree that funnels are the greatest thing in the world. And then for me, it's like, okay, well, we have a funnel certification program. So if you love this vehicle, here's this other cool opportunity within that. Or here's, my coaching pro, or everything else is kind of in there. But it is important to have a product line. Otherwise, people can't keep buying from you unless you have more things for them to continue to buy.
So, Russell, are you going to help, like you in your book, are you going to help me figure out what those symbiotic products are? Because that's what I'm hearing. Like a hand, the glove, the mitten, the jacket, the things that go in that lineup. Do you help me do that?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, I think it's chapter 4. I think we start talking about that and walking everyone through like, okay, first off for opportunity switch. Now we got that. Now what's the next logical thing that somebody needs? What's the next opportunity stack that we give them? And then kind of walking them through that whole process through a thing I call the value ladder. It's like, because for me, it's not just selling people stuff. It's like taking them through a process that gives them more value at every phase of the relationship. Just like when you go on a date the first time with a girl, right? Like the first relationship is date. If they receive value, then the girl wants the second date. If they receive value, then it keeps moving forward and eventually get married and like everything happens. Same thing with the customer. Like the first interaction, like you make the experience amazing. They get value and they naturally want more. And then, then you start stacking those things in the right strategic order, and then people just keep coming and ascending.
So, and how do people get the book?
Yeah, so the book, again, right now we're doing a campaign because we just launched it like 12 hours ago. And so I'm covering all the cost of the printing of the books, and we're charging people shipping. So I think it's like $7.95 in the U.S. shipping. And I think the link is in the comments, right? Yeah, the links in the comments is expertsecrets.com/grant is a special link for you guys. And basically, like I said, you pay $7.95 shipping. We'll give you the book for free. And that offer's available right now while we're doing this kind of rollout, getting this into as many hands of as many people as possible.
Okay, so Russell, everybody's aware of the funnel today. Everybody knows, hey, there's a funnel, there's something free, something comes in behind free. Mm-hmm. I'm telling my guy Jared, I'm like, Jared, let's just go ahead and tell them, right? Because you're doing a combination, dude, of funnel and social, right?
Yep.
I don't know what the word is. Is it social funnels?
we should coin that. Yeah.
What I've been telling Jared is, look, I'm doing a free thing. Everybody's got something free they have to be able to give out to the public, right?
Yeah.
So is there a chance that you could just go ahead and tell people when they get the free book, just preeminate the funnel and say, what is going to follow up the free book? And then what are you going to do for people after that? Because I know my audience, these are maniacs. These are committed entrepreneurs that want to 10X their business. They're so committed. And so I think a lot of my audience is willing to know right now, what else do you have for them right now other than just the free book?
Cool. Yeah. So when you go through the process, I always tell people like, because my world is funnels, right?
Like, right now, dude, or is it too soon? Like from a marketing standpoint?
No, I think it's great. So this is kind of like the magician, like you see him doing stuff and you don't watch their hands, you see the magic trick. So this is like, we're gonna let you guys watch the magician's hands. So this is my world is funnels. Like I spend a lot of time crafting and designing, architecting this funnel. Right now, just so you guys are complete transparency, for every book that we sell on average, we're making $40 instantly. And over the next little while, it's a lot more than that. So if you watch, like I always tell people, like buy the product slow. Like there's
also for every book you give away or every book you sell.
It's free plus shipping. So every book we sell for free.
For every book you sell, but you're giving the book away.
Yes, So every book we give away, we're making $40. I think $39.80 right now is our average.
Okay, so explain that, because I think some people, because I got some comments in. Why does everybody talk so fast? We're all in a hurry.
We're so excited.
No, it's because we're in a hurry. Most of us are on. We're on really tight timelines. But just explain what you mean when you give a book away and somebody pays the shipping $7.95. How did you magically come up with $40?
Cool. So as you go through this funnel, again, I would recommend buying it slowly so you can see the whole process. But when you first come in, you get the offer for the free book, and then you put in your information for where to ship the book. And then on the second page, you're gonna have two opportunities: either get just the book, or we got this really cool offer called our Black Box, which gives you both of my books plus I think 4 other booklets and a bunch of other really cool stuff. And so right now, about 29% of people are upgrading and getting the whole Black Box because they want both of the books because they both go hand in hand together. And so there's one thing, and then we have on the page what we call an order form bump, which is basically we have one of our courses. You get 2 courses for the price of one on the order form if you want to buy one of those. One of them is our story selling product, which teaches people how to tell stories in a way that converts people into buyers. And then the second one is a course on how to create a product really, really quickly. So you get both those courses for the price of one, all on the order form. Then after you buy that, then on the next page, we give a special offer. Well, actually, I don't know if I have it here or not. I recorded the audiobook of both of these, which, by the way, I listened to your audiobook on my flight home the other 2 days ago. So I know it goes into recording audiobooks. It's a pain. Yeah. I recorded both these as an audiobook, and we give that away for free when people order our webinar. It's called our Perfect Webinar System, which is how we craft our presentations. It's all the PowerPoint slides. It's all the training on how I do what I did at your event, how we get on stage and give a presentation that converts people into sales. When they buy that course, we give them 50% discount on the course, and I give them the MP3 player with both audiobooks for free. So that's the upsell. And from that little funnel right there is how when people are taking the other offers in the funnel, we're averaging about, again, just shy of $40.
So what is the most money I could spend if I rushed myself through the funnel and bought everything right now? What would I end up buying?
Because the last thing on the next page is we offer a 6-month account of ClickFunnels for $1,000. If you buy everything, I think it's $1,400 ish.
Yeah,
if you were to buy everything right now.
So look, here's the deal, folks. He's being transparent with you. Okay, you guys are like, oh my God, I'm going to get hit with a funnel. No kidding. Like, come on, man. Everybody knows you're going to get hit with a follow up. And by the way, the only people that would regret that, resent that, or bitch about it are people not doing it. Russell is showing you what you should be doing. When you get too much follow-up from me or Russell, I was in your funnel the other night, dude. I got hit with 3 emails in 3 minutes. I love this guy. This is commerce. It is proper marketing. It is legal, legitimate, and necessary to take somebody that doesn't know you, make them know you. These are the expert secrets, folks. Like them or don't like them. So, Russell, what did you discover when you were writing this book? I know you discovered something that you were like, because I'm sitting here taking notes, bro. What did you discover? You're like, this is a $10 million concept right here.
Oh, so there's a lot of them, honestly, because I was writing this book as I was building our software company. So it's like I learned something. I'm like, So we go and we try it, and we see this huge increase. I'm like, all right, it's going in the book. Can we do it? And then the next thing, so this is like the playbook that I was writing as we were building up our software company. So it's kind of really fun. But I think the biggest thing is I had a chance to hang out with this guy, and his name is Michael Haig, and he's he works with screenwriters in Hollywood.
Yeah, I know Mike.
I hang out with this guy, and he starts mapping out. He says, "Do you realize that almost like every successful movie from the beginning of time till now all follows the exact same script?" I'm like, "No, it doesn't." He's like, "Yeah, it does." And he walked me through this process called the hero's 2 journeys. Yeah. And he took me on. It's like the journey of achievement that every hero's going on. He showed me everything from like movie Cars to Rocky Balboa to everything. They're going on this journey of achievement. But he said there's a second journey called the journey of transformation. Nobody sees, but we feel it. And at the end of it, we experience it. And he showed me this path. And I was like, that's amazing. How do I use that to sell more stuff? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, okay. So I started like watching all these movies with that. And I actually sketched out, if you, in here, I sketched out, this is like what he taught me. I sketched it out. Like, there's the hero's true journey, all the pieces in the process. And I was like, that's cool, but how do I use that to like sell more products and inspire people and get them to do the right thing? And in fact, there's the full picture there. And so then the next chapter in this book, I started testing it because I was like, it's hard to tell a 3-hour-long movie story if I've got 5 minutes in front of somebody. How do I do that? And I worked at it, and all of a sudden, like I broke it down into this. Like, this is the hero's true journey in a script that all of us can use, and it basically comes down to 9 questions. And I go through these 9 questions right now, and it tells the story in a way that shows everything that gets people to buy at the end. And what's cool is not only are we doing that, like I shared this with some of my inner circle, my highest and mastermind clients, and one of them, what they did is they took this hero journey, and they went back to all of their success stories. And they had him fill out a form that went through these 9 questions, which is like, what's your backstory? What's the thing? And they had all their success stories fill out these 9 questions, the same ones that are this script. And then they got on a Facebook Live with each of them, just like we're doing right now. And then she just asked them, okay, and they asked them question number 1, question 2, question 3. And they went through all the 9 questions. That person told their story in a way that was so emotionally impactful because it was exactly the way that you tell stories in Hollywood, right? Told the story. And then at the end, it did a call to action for a course. And she started, and what's interesting, the girl that did this, she's a fitness person, and she works with like typically younger women. And so she found like a mom and had her mom tell her whole story through this script. And then now they took that ad and ran it to all the moms. And now she never could sell to moms in the past. Now all these moms are coming to her. And then She went and found another testimonial, asked these same questions, and she's going, and her market is just dramatically expanding as she's doing it. And so like that was just like one nugget that's just so cool.
Friends, you're listening to Russel Brunson. He is the master of this funnel space, okay? He's talking to you today about opportunity switches, opportunity stacking, product permeation, how to build your product lineup. If you want to learn how to tell your story, okay, how to get the order form bump, what the black box is, how to turn a $7.95 free offer to $40 a person, you need to get the book, okay? And by the way, he's going to give you the book free right now. You pay for the shipping. Be responsible for something. Have some sweat in the game. At least take care of the UPS or whatever the delivery mechanism is. Expertsecrets.com, right, Russell?
/grant. That's the special offer we said just for you guys.
Expertsecrets.com/grant. And by the way, if they wanted to hook up on everything you had right now, would they do that online or would they call you? Do you even take phone calls, dude? Do you guys like take phone calls?
Internet guys are scared of phones. No, we do. Yes, there's a way to call us. I don't know what the number is though. So
that's not like you internet dudes. You're like, no, please don't call. Don't fix it either.
I don't know what to say on the phone.
And by the way, don't do it all now. Do it on the funnel, bro. So look, this dude's a real deal, folks. Okay. And the funnel's real and the internet's real. Like it or don't like it. Okay. Self-deprecation. I need to be more self-deprecating. I need to learn how to tell my story to be that character. I mean, Russell, when you watch me, what advice would you give me about, hey, dude, you just need to change this or that? I mean, I know you see some mistakes I make.
I would say, well, first off, like your presence when you step in a room and like when you step on stage is like, it's amazing. It's like Tony Robbins. Like when I worked with him, like same thing. You walk in a room and it's like, all right, Tony's on stage, Grant's on stage. Like I love that. Only thing I would add for you is just not so self-deprecating, but like the more, because like I got to meet backstage and hang out backstage a little bit, and like I've always respected you, but then I felt like I had like rapport with you as you shared more like your personal life and more like kind of breaking things down. I think there's a fine line of like the posturing and then like coming through with like being super
just more connecting, more vulnerable.
Yeah, the more of that, like share. I mean, not that you need any help, like you're killing it, but like that'd be the only thing.
I just think, when I watch what you do, man, I was like, oh my God, I'm telling you, it blew my mind. I've only had like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 experiences in my life where I literally like, and I'm taking notes again, but I was like, oh my God, man, if I did this in my business, I could literally 20x my business if I knew what you knew.
Yeah, that being vulnerable piece is interesting. How like when someone comes to join my high end program, like they opt in, they go through a funnel, and then the landing page is a video of me telling my story. I think I cried 3 or 4 times in it. And like when people call our offices, a few people do call, like they're always like in tears, like, man, like I believe in what he's, and like that vulnerability is like what bonds people to you. So they don't just buy once again, they buy over and over again. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, and I think I've made the mistake, you know, because I'm trying to get attention, and I'm trying to be the authority and the expert that I didn't have a mentor to say, look, dude, you just need to take some of the edge off. I was in a hurry. I came from a poor background. So I'm trying to shove as much as I can into that 10-pound bag, right?
Yeah.
So having a guy like you map it out for me, all of you on Facebook right now, expertsecrets.com/grant, expertsecrets.com. Russell will send you the book for free. Just take care of the shipping. And you got to figure this thing out, folks. expertsecrets.com/grant. Grab the book today. Okay. I know he's sending me a copy. I guarantee you his last book, by the way, look at the notes I'm taking here.
That's awesome.
And Russell, you know what I tend to do? I tend to read a guy over and over rather than 1,000 people. I pick my magician, and you don't know it, but I picked you, dude. You're in my court. You know, I make you my Merlin.
That's awesome.
And I use your book, man, to be my advice. So, because I know you're not going to take my phone call.
If you text me, I'll text you back, though.
Okay, so for the people that don't hook up today, give me one little thing that would cause them to say, you know what? I'm going to stop and do this. I'm going to go ahead and get it, even though I said I wasn't.
My bet is that people who don't get it is that they don't look at themselves. I mean, in fact, that was my biggest fear of titleless expert secrets. People are like, well, I'm not an expert. That's not for me. Mm-hmm. And when you go to the page, when you go to expertsecrets.com/grant, what you'll see is I have 20 videos now, 20 stories of people who are just like you, who same thing. They didn't think they were experts at all, but they were passionate about something. So you look at, there's a story about one woman who, she's an energy healer, and she did this, and then she like turned it into this big business. Someone who sold hot dog carts, and then he went through this process, and now his first year did $150,000 selling a book about how to start a hot dog cart business. Someone on real estate, fitness, a dental guru, a chiropractic guru, like all these people who like, they just do what they do. And it's hard because a lot of us, for us, like whatever we're amazing at, it's like second nature, right? Like for me, like looking at, I look at a product, I can see the funnel, like it's just second nature to me. It doesn't seem that big of a deal. But for other people, it's a superpower. And like whatever it is you're really good at, you're discounting because you don't think it's worth that much. But for other people, like it can change their life. And so if you look at that page, there's so many stories that I want to inspire you guys. Like, man, what if I was able to do that? And a lot of people are like, I'm super introverted. Like this is not typically me. I don't feel comfortable like getting myself out there, but I believe in my message so much. I've learned how to do that. And this book walks you through like how to do that. So even if you're like someone like me who's not super outgoing, but you're more introverted, like it can work for you as well. It's just understanding like what you have can change someone's life. And as soon as you understand that, then at least for me, it became a moral obligation. Like I got to figure out how to get this in as many people's hands as possible because I know what it's done for me and know what it can do for them. And I promise you, you guys have that same ability. Like there's stuff that you do that you know that'll change people's lives, and you just got to be willing just to try it out. And this book is the first step in that process, is understanding it and then being able to master it and then being able to serve other people. Hey, look, if you're following me on Facebook, then you're here. And if you're here, I want you to go grab the book right now. Expertsecrets.com/grant. 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 You pay for the shipping. If you guys aren't happy with the book, dude, I'll pay you the shipping back. I got $8 left over, okay? I'll pay for the $8. I bought a bunch of crawfish in Houston on my way home last night. I put them on my plane, flew them back. They were $167. No chance of ever making me any money. And by the way, they were terrible. So if you guys decide the book's no good, it's not for you, it's not relatable, it can't work, I'll give you the $8 back. Go right now, expertsecrets.com/grant. Trust me on this, okay? Pay the $7.95. He'll send you the book for free, and grab everything Russell's got. He's a real deal, dude. He's a Merlin. He's the Merlin. I'm telling you, the Merlin of the author's internet. What was it called? Arthur's Table or whatever? Oh, King Arthur's Table. Knights at the Round Table. Russell would be like the Knights of the Internet Round Table. Funnel.
I guess. Hey, brother, thank you so much for spending time with me today and introducing yourself and the book to the audience, okay?
Awesome. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's been so much fun getting to know you, and I appreciate you letting me share my message, and excited for all you people to get this book. It's going to, I can't wait for you to get it and see how it can affect you and the people you serve as well.
Expertsecrets.com/Grant. Hey, look, unleash the secrets of you being an expert. Get known, get out of obscurity, learn the opportunity switch. I'm coming right now. Opportunity stacking, permeation, build your product landing. Russell will help you do it. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, Russell, thanks.
All right, bye, everybody.
You guys grab that right now. Grab it and hook up.